Okay, here we go. What the heck? All right, everybody, welcome back to another stream on the Racing Joker Live Twitch, YouTube channel. There's so many different ways you can watch this. You can watch it live. Some of you are already doing that. Hey, guys. And you can also watch this on the Racing Joker Live YouTube channel, where you can watch the full stream, or you're more likely than the others. You're probably watching this on my main channel, just the Racing Joker in highlight form. And so, what's up to you guys as well? Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are excited because today we are playing a bit of a classic. Actually, I've played this game before. Most of you probably know what it is, but for those of you that don't know what it is essentially Fast and Furious Simulator. In other words, it's Street Racing Syndicate. It's a classic racing game from my childhood. It really captures the atmosphere and environment and just feel of the first two Fast and Furious movies, especially the first one. You'll see what I mean. So let's just dive right into it. So sorry about that. Let me just minimize everything and open the game now. And just fair warning to anyone that respects women, just in general, this game might not be for you, or you're just going to have to excuse a few things, as you'll see shortly. I hate that. Ah! God, that's loud. There you go. There's some very tasteful art. Okay. Let's open the save game. So I've done a playthrough of this already. I can show you here. We can go to the campaign mode for a little bit. Here we've got my R34 GTR M-Spec NER. More or less how I'd build it in real life. I don't really know if I'd build it exactly like this, like in terms of the vinyls. Rather, I'd probably have vinyls more like the kind I have on the Payback GTR, maybe, I guess, if I'd even put vinyls on it. I love those wheels, though. Veilside Andrew F. Same wheels on Dom's RX-7. And same body kit as Brian's Too Fast, Too Furious Skyline. Yeah. Let's quickly do a sound test just to make sure. What is going on? I'm streaming, aren't I? Yeah, I'm streaming. Why is Twitch frozen for me? Oh, no, we're fine. We're fine. I just wanted to do a sound test. That was weird. I had to refresh the Twitch page. Sorry, guys. Just talking casually while racing, driving, revving. I'm just talking normally, making sure I can be heard. You see, I've never streamed this game before, so I want to make sure I have everything set up properly. Sound. I'm very picky when it comes to sound. I'll trash an entire project if the sound isn't good enough. Just talking casually while racing, driving, revving. I'm just talking normally, making sure I can be heard. Okay, so we're pretty good. Let's go to the garage. So yeah, now we have a better look. So yeah, you've got those awesome wheels. It looks pretty good in the vinyls. The body kit is just. It's the only game that has it, as far as I'm aware, as well. I mean, I'm sure there are other ones out there, but it's the only one I've ever played. Like Underground 2, which, you know, this game feels a lot like a cheaper copy of Underground 2. Despite that, this game has actual real life, like visual mods. Underground 2 is all fictional, whereas this has a lot of real life stuff. Speaking of which, I'm fairly certain I currently have the T51R SBL installed on this, but as I said in the video about the Too Fast, Too Furious Skyline sound, I want to put a T78 on. Well, what do you know? There's a T78 in this game. So we're going to put the T78 on this car just to be a little bit more accurate to how I want to build this car in real life. But yeah, this car is awesome. As I said before, I've done a playthrough of this. It took a long time to get this M-Spec NER. It's like the last car you unlock through the campaign, more or less. But this is how I want to build it. But you'll notice here on the back, on the front bumper, there's no badge. That's because the badge is for any R34 GTR with a badge and on the right side of the bumper. You know, if you take the bumper off and replace it with the C West one, the badge is obviously taken off with it. And so that's why I got this thing here. This has the M-Spec NER badge inside it, and I have that saved as like a kind of an IOU time capsule thing to myself, so that when I finally build an R34, ideally an M-Spec NER, I can put the badge on the C West bumper, and it will be fine, and people will know that it's special. I mean, obviously R34 GTRs are special, but amongst R34 GTRs, people will know it is still special. So yeah, but before we get started with today's challenge, I want to actually give you guys a hint as to what the next episode of Car Topics Explained is going to be about. And to do that, we have to go to the car showroom. And the list of cars in this game is okay. I mean, we've got Mitsubishi Eclipse RS, we've got the GST. I've built one of these in my playthrough. We've got an Evo 8 and an Evo 7. Evo 7, actually, I'd say, I don't know. Well, which one would you guys rather have in real life? An Evo 7 or an Evo 8? I don't know, actually. Might be the models, but I'd probably want an Evo 7. I don't know how you get an Evo 7 in this game, though. I think there's like a code or a challenge you do. But then you've got Toyota Celica, and then you've got MR2 Spider, and then you got the Supra, obviously, and then we've got the Sprinter Trueno, pretty nice. We've got Volkswagen, Golf GTI. We've got the Jetta. Can't not have the Jetta in the game. And then we've got, of course, Subaru, a bunch of WRXs, RSs. We've got an STI. It doesn't have the STI wing, but to make up for that, we've got the S202, which looks awesome actually. Has a wing, has the sort of wing I'd want to put on my WRX in real life. We've got Lexus IS300. We've got Mazda RX-7, RX-8. We've got Nissan 350Z, and then all of the Skyline GTRs. Man, those are nice wheels. Those BBS wheels look good. Yes. And then we also need the wheels. And then we need, yeah, I think he had a Wings West wing. I think it was this one. Oh, I think it was painted. But this should spell it out to you guys pretty clearly that I want to do a video on Dom's RX-7. That's what this Friday's video is going to be about. Dom's RX-7. I know everyone wants me to do also Hans and DK's 350Z and the RB26 Mustang. I'm going to try and reach out to Craig Lieberman and see if he's willing to work with me on making some content, because I think that would improve the amounts of information I can include, and thus improve the quality of the videos, and I think you guys will really appreciate that. And then I can also link you guys to his sites and his book and all sorts of stuff. And I think it could be a fruitful partnership. So here's hoping. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should be doing fingers crossed. It'll be okay. Fingers crossed. That was weird. I'm awkward, but let's get on to the challenge. So, what is the challenge I'm doing? Well, I am going to be going into arcade mode, and we are going to be doing the Ironman challenge. And essentially, the way Ironman works, if you've never played a video game before, Ironman basically means if you ever lose or die, that's it. It's over. You've failed. You have to start from the beginning. All of your progress is lost. So that's how this works. I have to win a bunch of races. I can't lose a single one. If I lose a single race, it's over. So I'm going to be taking my M-Spec, my dream car of all time. Oh, it's just so good. I mean, look at this. Imagine seeing this at a show. This would get so much attention, and it would deserve it. We've got 975 horsepower, 216 mile-an-hour top speed. Probably won't hit that very often. 1.8 seconds 0 to 60, which, according to Engineering Explained, isn't even physically possible on street tires. But yeah, this is going to be very easy, hopefully. But I'm also playing with a controller. I finally managed to get that to work with this game. I can't remember how. It was a while ago. But we're back in this game, and we're going to be doing this challenge. So we're going to actually start with the hardest one and do Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Round 1. Here we go. And so I get to shift. I didn't get to shift when I was driving with the keyboard. I'm gonna do a sound check just to make sure it's all good. Here we go. So I get to shift. I didn't get to shift when I was driving with the keyboard. I'm gonna do a sound check just to make sure it's all good. I'm gonna reduce the sound. I just turned down the sound a hair just to see if it would improve the quality. I'm going to do a check and see if it's better. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, and I can downshift. Oh, because the automatic transmission in this game just... It takes a while to figure out what gear it needs to be in, and just... It feels so much better. I mean, I've barely even learned how to drive manual in this game. I don't play this game that often, and whenever I do play it, it's usually in automatic, at least in the past. But now I can do it in manual, and I can do so much better. As you guys can see, at least if you've seen my original playthrough, you'd know that this is an improvement, like a huge improvement. Woo! Okay, that's way too quiet. Ah. Sorry, I was messing with the sound volumes and stuff just to make sure I'm getting everything perfect. I'm picky, guys. Sometimes it bites me in the ass because of how picky I am. I just kind of drove into the wall there, but everything seems to be fine. I've only dented up the rear bumper a little bit. We are fine, though, because damage doesn't seem to affect performance. It's just cosmetic. So that's fine. We are good. It's interesting, though. I'm able to, like, follow racing lines almost now, thanks to the fact that I'm using a controller, but I don't know how much that really... Does that still help me? Despite the fact that the physics in this game are just so arcade-like? to the point where, you know, handling is just, I mean, a lot of games like that are like that, like Underground 2 and Most Wanted, where there's like shortcuts and the physics, like especially Most Wanted, like cars like turn and handle so well in that game. It's just like, well, I mean, how good of a driver do you even need to be, you know? Like, if you've got physics making everything easy for you, it's like, yeah, what the heck? It's like shortcuts and the physics, like especially Most Wanted, like cars like turn and handle so well in that game. It's just like, well, I mean, how good of a driver do you even need to be, you know? Like, if you've got physics making everything easy for you, it's like, yeah, what the heck? We're good. The cars also stop on a dime in this game as well. I mean, did you guys see that? I love how there's like ABS and stuff, though, in the bottom right. It's like, what? Like, look at this. Oh, shit. I got distracted. I was trying to make it light up. You'll see it maybe in the next race. But that's round 1 done. Apparently I got a record. Just, I don't need to see the replay. I already know I'm awesome. Round 2. I don't think I've used any nitrous, and I don't plan on using any. I'm going to do this without needing even a little drop of nitrous, because I've got probably twice as much horsepower as these guys. The AI are never really given super powerful cars. Even in the campaign mode, if you have 900 horsepower, you have 300, 400 horsepower more than everybody else. I mean, that's how it usually works in real life, even today still, unless if you're going up against half-mile cars and YouTubers with more money than sense, which, depending on how successful I become, I could end up being one of those people. But it's all cool. It's cool to see people push cars to the limit and see what they can do. It's crazy seeing 2,000 horsepower GTRs and Huracans and stuff. It's amazing what people can do with cars today, and it's just going to get crazier. Like I really wonder what underground racing is going to do with the hybrid Lambos when they come out. Like, how are they going to take advantage of the technology? Like, are they even going to be able to take advantage of that tech? I don't know. I don't know. Ugh. Microphone checker 1 2. Tell you what I'm gonna do. 2. Microphone checker 1 2. Microphone checker 1 2. Microphone checker 1 2. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I almost died there. Almost spun out. Even so, I mean, all-wheel drive is pretty powerful in this game. I mean, it's worse than Forza Horizon 4. I mean, rear-wheel drive in this game is just, it's not competitive at all. Like, you don't build rear-wheel drive cars in this game to do races. You do it just kind of more for fun. And then when you want to actually compete, you. Yes, I know. I hit a taxi. When you want to compete, you build an all-wheel drive car like a WRX or a Skyline or an Evo or something. What the heck is he doing? That was interesting. Woo. I like the look of this game. I don't know I don't know what it is about it, but not a lot of games have this look. I mean, Need for Speed 2015 kind of came close, obviously with higher quality graphics and stuff. But, like, I wish there were more games that focused on, like, downtown-only racing, you know? Not going into canyons all the time, or being in the middle of a desert, or what have you, or being able to be on country roads, take me home to the place where I belong, sort of stuff. Like, let's tear up the streets of some downtown city at the middle of the night. Like, I like this. I mean, I can't be the only one, right? I've already managed to ding this car up. That's just disgraceful. Poor Skyline. What's kind of funny is this car makes apparently 975 horsepower. Even if that's like brake horsepower, you know, like horsepower at the crank, even then, that's at least take 15% away from that, and you're still not less than 800 horsepower to the wheels. Can a T78 make 800 wheel horsepower? I thought they kind of maxed out at 700. At least on an RB26. I mean, I shouldn't be looking for realism from this game, but I'm just saying. It's just what I'm thinking about as I do this. The T51R, the SPL especially, you know, I'm not surprised by that at all. Like, I'm not surprised by that at all. People have made 1,000 horsepower with a T51R before. But most of the time with the T51R and the T78 and the T04Z, which I'm not sure is actually in the game, people are usually making 600 to 700 to the wheels, and that's kind of it. And that's more than enough for a street car. Might not be enough for half-mile races and a lot of drag races with 1,000 horsepower anythings, but it's a fast car. 700 to the wheels? Are you kidding me? What is 975 minus 15%? 975 minus 15%. 828. So 828 horsepower to the wheels, supposedly. Around that. I can change the filters? Oh, that's... Nope. Nope. Round 4. You ain't got nothing on me, boys. Boys. Boy. I'm Kratos. Boy. I haven't played that game, and yet I still... Everyone knows, boy. Shortcut. I don't know how much of a difference that really made, because I was being super careful going through it. Excuse me, taxi. I've already ran into one of you today. I don't feel like getting violated again. Yeah. No, what did I just say? God damn. They're like actively trying to get me. Okay, you're not a taxi. Whoa. I think I just money shifted there. It's hard. It's a little hard to tell if you're money shifting, but it's. I think you can notice it pretty quickly. It's not 100% obvious, but it's obvious enough. It doesn't like go when you hit red line or something. It just kind of goes ring. It's a shame. This game has all these synthetic sounds. But overall, a really nice aesthetic in general in terms of like visuals, but it has the synthetic sounds. But at the time, you know, you're competing with the sounds of like Underground 2. How the heck do you compete with that at that time? I mean, Need for Speed is always going to be ahead of the curve when it comes to sound. I mean, Forza Horizon 4 it's okay and stuff like that, but in terms of sound, Need for Speed has always been ahead of the curve, especially with the black box games. Cars always sounded the best. All right, round 5. That being said, though, these synthetic sounds are probably pretty recognizable to you guys. I wasn't shifting there. I was being distracted by my own thoughts. Hard brake. Woo! Ha! Stop on a dime. Oh, this is a really tiny track. I figured you guys would appreciate me playing this. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably don't like the way I've customized this skyline, but tough shit. To those of you who think your opinions override how people should build their cars, but I think you guys would appreciate this because a lot of you, I know, for the most part, are huge fans of the skyline, whether it's the R34 or any other incarnation. R32, R33, R34. And I can include R35, even though it isn't really a Skyline. It's still, you know, it's a Nissan sports car with a GTR name. And then there's also Hakusuka, or not really Hakusuka. That's not how it's pronounced. It's like Hakusuka or something like that. Yeah, it's just... I figured you guys would appreciate it. And we could have more discussions about this car. So that was round 5. Round 6. Bring it. Excuse me, taxi. I know you want to attack me, but I'm trying to do stuff for the people here. Oh, this is a sprint, so I need to stay ahead the whole time. Has anyone actually like passed me though? Like this whole time? I feel like I've done a pretty good job of just staying in the lead for the most part. Ooh, God. Debris. Objects. I've just got the acceleration and the handling. They really set up the skyline to be overpowered. That was unexpected. I didn't realize. Riding the curb in this game is a bit sketchy. I was gonna say there is a game I do want to play. I'll probably live stream it. It's a classic Need for Speed game from my childhood. I don't know if it's about from the same time as this. I think it's pretty close. It's from no, actually no. It's older. It's because it's from before Underground 2. It's a classic Need for Speed game, and I won't say what it is yet, but I really want to play that. It's been years since I've played it, and I've never played it on the PC. All right, round 7, lucky number 7. I didn't shift for some reason. I pressed the button. Which means this Evo gets to be in first place for a little while. It's like they're keeping... It's like in Game of Thrones, where you say something like, oh, they're just keeping the throne warm for me or something. I don't know. Thanks for keeping my seat warm, bitch. Slowpoke. You thought you were gonna win there? No, winning's not allowed for you. I'm the only one who gets to do that. Ah! I wasn't. What was that? I heard honking, but I couldn't see a car. Am I just blind? That was weird. That was round 7. That went swell. Round 8. We're in the desert. It's daytime. Man, racing through this area when I had to also be collecting, like, respect points or whatever the heck was rage-inducing. I don't know if you guys saw much of that rage, because I tried to do it, like, in between normal episodes of the Let's Play, but dang. Like, I hated trying to collect all those points because it was so difficult for me and so frustrating. I'm just glad it's much more refreshing to just race. It really is. Oh, this is weird. All these barriers. The barriers are really a product of this era. Not a product, you know what I mean? It's like unique to this era. Like, we don't see those weird, like, transparent, glowy barriers anymore. It was like Need for Speed Underground 2, Carbon, Most Wanted, all those games had the light up barriers. Some other games had them too. I think the first Burnout had them as well. Burnout 1. I played a lot of Burnout 1. I didn't play really any others though. Yeah, it feels so good to just be driving instead of trying to slide unnecessarily to get respect points. I feel like, yeah, it just feels better. But I had to get those respect points just to be able to do the last race in order to get this M-Spec NER, and I needed the M-Spec NER. Even I was willing to degrade my mental health even to have the car in a game, let alone in real life. I feel like it's a little bit less grueling to get one in real life. Famous last words. Yep. Boom. That's just easy. Easy peasy. That was round 8. Now we're on to round 9. My lucky number. Round 9. Bring it, bitches. I also really love the soundtrack in this game. It's not extensive, but it is memorable. I've talked about how soundtrack obviously makes a huge difference in games and can attribute to the nostalgia factor when you come back to play them years later, or if you play them when you're really young. Like, you know, I mean, that applies for everything. Like, I'm sure there are people, kids out there today playing games with soundtrack that they'll listen to 5, 10, 15 years from now and reminisce to how they were young playing this game as a kid, and they'll still be playing that game. I like that. I find that to be really cool, and I like that even just listening to the music can kind of evoke those emotions. I think it's a cool thing. You can tell I had a class on, like, music this past semester. Although then again, I always think about this stuff, but even still, it's just... Ooh, jeez. I'm curious, guys. Like, so you guys know that my favorite version of the R34 GTR is the M-Spec NER. Like, I've made that very clear. But, like, tell me, you guys tell me, like, what version of the R34 you want. Or if you don't want the R34, what other versions of the Skyline would you want? Or if you even want the Skyline, I suppose. I guess don't answer the question if you don't want a Skyline. Or say what other car you want. I can't stop you. Like, do you guys want one of the N1 cars, like an N1 V-Spec or a V-Spec 2 N1? I think that's also a thing. Or a V-Spec 2 normal one, or a V-Spec 2 NER. Or maybe you want an M-Spec but not a NER, or an M-Spec NER like me, or just a standard V-Spec, or maybe even just a standard car, because that comes with the non-electronic differential, limited slip differential. So maybe that interests you. I don't know. Like what do you guys want? Or maybe do you want like a Nismo thing, like an S-Tune or an R-Tune or a Z-Tune? And if so, like which one? Because with the Z-Tune, for instance, there aren't that many of them, but there are a couple of them that are currently in Midnight Purple 3. I know one of them was originally made like that, and then one person repainted it Midnight Purple 3 after the fact, which I think is pretty crazy. I would never modify a Z-Tune. Even I'm not brave enough to do that. I just would not mess with that, because that is a literal piece of history, more so than the M-Spec NER or anything else. I mean, that would be like buying the Too Fast, Too Furious Skyline and modifying it. People would come after me with torches and pitchforks. That was round 9. Round 10. Whoa! What the heck do you think you're doing? Stay back there where you belong. Jeez. Excuse me. So this track isn't too big. Oh my gosh, there was a jump there. I didn't see that. I was just floating through the air there for a second. Nah, taxi. Jeez. Taxis. There's something, the main thing I always find frustrating, like across different racing games and franchises, is civilians on the streets. Like, I like that they're there, they add to the experience, but then they also just, they can make me so angry. Oh, man. But they only make you angry if you've been having to redo the same thing over and over again, and they are part of the problem. Ooh. I'm like always coming super close to hitting a taxi right there at that spot. Oops. Okay, overestimated the handling there of the Skyline. Boom. Bitch. Easy peasy. I wonder how many rounds there are left. That was round 10. We're up to round 11 now. Round 11. Oh, highway sprint. He's spamming nitrous and he doesn't have a chance. Oh, the poor Evo. This is cool. What tunnel is this based off of? Because it looks a little familiar to me. Is this based on this? Because this is based off of Mulholland? Very loosely? I don't know. I mean, this highway. I don't know why I said YouTube. This highway. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. This game has a weird sense of speed. This highway doesn't really go anywhere. It just loops back and forth. It literally serves no purpose. Or I guess it could, technically. No, it really couldn't. Whoever okayed the construction of this highway needs to be taken out of office. Final round. It's the final round. Do-do-do-do. That is a low-flying frickin' plane. What the hell? Am I near the airport or something? God damn. Now, if the AI likes to kind of ride my butt through this section, I kind of hope they stay away. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. It's a little bouncy, but we're fine. We are good. We are golden, baby. Fuck you, barriers. Nice thing about this game, you can drive through the barriers. There's only one AI that's like even sort of catching up with me, and even then he's still like not. I think it's the blue Evo. I'm a better driver in a faster car. I mean, there's a point where essentially, if you're going to be in a faster car than everyone else, you need to at least be a good enough driver to be able to handle the car. Then it doesn't matter whether you're better than everyone else because the car handles the rest for you. If you're all in the same car, it's a battle between drivers. Woo! Nice. Boom kabooyah. Finished. Finish him. First place. A record. Well done! The RX-7 Type R Bathurst has been added to your collection and is available to drive. The Type R Bathurst is actually my favorite version of the RX-7. Like my #1 favorite. Sweet. My poor Skyline is just really wrecked. But, yeah. Mission accomplished, guys. We did it. We got the RX-7. I don't think I have it in street mode, I don't think. So I don't know if I can build it. Do I actually have it? Oh, I do. Type R Bathurst. Excellent. Well, cool. I don't really know what to do with that. But yeah. Nope. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching me play Street Racing Syndicate. That was a lot of fun. I've added this game to the list of games that I now stream. Thank you guys for watching me live. You guys have been awesome. Sorry for not really responding to most of your messages. Thank you guys for watching if you watch this on the Racing Joker Live. Thank you guys for watching if you're watching this on the main channel in highlight form. What's up, guys? Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you guys are excited for more. As you guys have probably noticed, a lot of my gaming content is going to be mostly stream highlights. I still have like the most wanted playthrough to finish up. Don't worry, as I've said before, that's all recorded and done. I just have to edit it and publish it. I just haven't had time with finals last week and also being on vacation. So that's either me being too busy or just me being away from my computer and all the footage. So, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I am Tom, the Racing Joker, and I will see you all next time. Stay crazy, everybody.